Alex Kirshner. Halfway through the wild card weekend, it did not look like I was going to have a good time. I did rest the weekend out from a true disaster and ended 3-4. You, my friend, had a worse time though.
I did have a worse time. For me, it looked like it was going to be a disaster halfway through, and then it kind of was a disaster all the way through. So expectations were met. I was 1-4-1. The one saving grace for me last weekend was that the one correct bet that I played out of all 6 games was a money line winner for the Cleveland Browns plus 220 against my Pittsburgh Steelers. So it really works out more like I won 2 bets than I won just one. But we're going to try to be better than 1-4-1 this weekend. And you know what? I trust the process. I think that we will, in fact, be better this week. And I'm going to start in the NFC playoffs. I'm just going to jump us right in here in the divisional round this weekend. Rams and Packers at Lambeau. I'm taking the Packers minus 6.5. I bought a half point, which I do not do. No one will have heard me do that before on these videos. I bought it to minus 125 at minus 6.5. Most places it has been an even touchdown at minus 7. I don't like to do it, but I was really concerned about the push because I could see this being an exactly 7-point game. Obviously, that's a really, really key number. I think that the Rams defense, all due respect, it's a hell of a unit, really tremendous. It sounds like Aaron Donald is going to play in this game, but I don't think that the Rams are going to be able to score. I mean, I just don't. The Seahawks gifted them a few things last week. Russell Wilson gave them some very charitable and uncharacteristic gifts. I don't expect Aaron Rodgers to do the same. I don't think you stop Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams for long. And I just think that eventually the dam breaks and the Packers have to score enough points to win this game, I think by about a touchdown, which is why I'm happy to be at minus 6.5.
Yeah, I actually took the line or took the number when it opened. It opened at 7, and I took the Rams plus 7. I'm going to Riverside you on this bet. I took the Rams plus 7. It's down to 6.5 or 6, depending on where you play. So I'm taking it at plus 7, but I'm also taking Rams team total over 19.5. And that's at minus 115 juice. Packers defense, fine to really good. The Rams offense obviously needs a little bit to get going, but I do think they can get 20 points in this game. And I also think that the game will be a little bit closer than the experts think, just because of the Rams defensive personnel, how good they are game planning, and things of that nature.
Interesting. A lot of faith in Jared Goff and John Wolford. Maybe it'll work out for you. I hope it does. Though not too well, because we are on the Packers side of that bet. Ravens Bills, the other game on Saturday this week. I have 2 bets in this game. Ravens plus 2.5 at minus 105, and also at minus 105, I have the under at 50. On the Ravens pick, honestly, I think that the Bills' greatest advantage in this game and this season is that Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, he a Terp, have made magic together basically the entire year. I think that Stephon Diggs was the best acquisition, at least outside of the draft, that a team made all of the last offseason. The problem is that I think the Bills really only have 2 ultra reliable volume targets in Diggs and Cole Beasley in the slot. And I am concerned there, given that the Ravens secondary has more than one guy and even some linebackers who are really lock-up guys in coverage. I think that if Marcus Peters, he was out of practice early in the week, but I would expect him to play. If he is out there, if Marlon Humphrey is out there as he should be, I think that could just be an issue. I'm not sure that the Bills move the ball as effortlessly through the air as they have. And I really like Patrick Queen as a QB spy on Josh Allen. I think there are a few better guys than a tremendous rookie middle linebacker who's rangy to stop Josh Allen from running the ball. Everything I just said about the Ravens sort of contributes to the under 50 pick. I think that the fast guys on the Baltimore offense hopefully will be kind of slower between plays. They will operate at a slow offensive pace, as in they will let the play clock wind the way that they usually do. And hopefully Lamar Jackson does not rip off any absurd 50-yard touchdown runs that would make me regret that under bet.
I am taking the Ravens plus 3 in that game, taking the Ravens plus 3. I bought it up to minus 128, which, all right, whatever. But it's a key number. I wanted a key number in what I think is going to be a close game. I love that you made the point about Patrick Queen. You saw in the beginning of the game last week what Darius Leonard was able to do in that game. Spying Josh Allen, keeping Josh Allen there, standing up strong to Josh Allen when Josh Allen went to scramble. Expect Josh Allen to run the ball, not a lot, but a decent amount in this game. the Bills showed in the game against the Colts that they will do what is necessary. And when I say do what's necessary, it means the QB run game.
I'm with that. I think that it's a tough matchup for the Bills, tougher than they probably hoped for before they saw the Kansas City Chiefs. Browns and Chiefs, speaking of Kansas City, we have the same bet here. You have it at a better number than I do because you seized the opportunity early in the week. I have the over at 57. You have it over at 55. I'm curious. I mean, obviously, I'd rather be you, and our audience members are going to have to be more like me, but I think we both like the over. What is it for you that you see a lot of points coming in this game?
Well, I do think that the Chiefs have just been messing around, man. I think the Chiefs have been playing with their food the last probably 6 weeks of the NFL season. I think the Chiefs on 2 weeks rest are going to come out absolutely guns blazing, firing this week in this game. Now, I took it so quickly at over 55 Sunday night when the numbers came out because that is something of a key number given that, 8 touchdowns is 56 points, 8 touchdowns and a field goal. In the PATs.
No, 8 touchdowns for PT, yeah.
And so I wanted to, just in case, because these teams can score so much, get it on the good side of that in case we have a missed extra point or what have you. Obviously, we'll get some field goals peppered in here. So the math of this game will be weird just because someone's going to get a red zone stop at some point in time. But we're going to get plenty of touchdowns in this game. But the CLV that I'm getting here, 2 points, maybe 2.5 points, maybe even 3 points by when all things are said and done Sunday afternoon is really, really good. I think both of these offenses are going to score quite comfortably against these defenses. Yep. It's why I also have Browns team total over 23.5, key number.
Yeah, I think that the thing that we just have agreed not to talk about for some reason in the NFL this year is that the Chiefs defense is bad. It's just bad. We don't have to pretend, and it might not matter because you have Patrick Mahomes, you have Tyreek Hill, but the Chiefs defense is bad. They are not a lockdown defense. It is hard. Maybe it is hard to play defense when your offense moves down the field that quickly and scores points. Sometimes we've talked about this in college football a lot over the years. But yeah, it's going to have been almost 3 full weeks, like 20 days between action for Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. Not fun for the Browns defense to have those guys with that degree of rest coming into this game. I'd feel very, very good about the Chiefs scoring a lot of points in this game. And like you said, Cleveland can do it against Casey's defense as well. Last game of the weekend, Bucks and Saints, little NFC South hate fest. I'm on New Orleans, -3 at home. I had to do it at -115 in this game. Very impressed, honestly, much to my chagrin with how good the Saints looked when I had Bears +10.5 last weekend. Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara on the field at the same time. We knew that there'd be some jump in how they looked on offense with those three together. It was a big jump. The defense looked characteristically good. I cannot believe that I was a true believer in Mitch Trubisky going into that game. But most importantly, Michael Thomas looks healthy. And I think that puts them ahead in this game, in a game where they're both playing at home and where the two defenses are both good to roughly even calibers. I just think that the Saints' weapons being on the field at the same time, even Drew Brees at this old state of his career, it's not quite a toss-up for me, and I think the Saints should win this game by at least a field goal. Obviously, it's a push risk for me, but we'll see how we do.
Yeah, I just took the Saints on the money line. I don't really have a good read on this game, to be honest with you, as far as the spread's concerned or the total is concerned. I just took the Saints on the money line. I think the Saints is a better football team, and I think the Saints will end up winning this game.
Much respect. Who dat?